So somebody at the door, they ringing the bell. My mom immediately, when I say immediately, she froze up. She froze up, yo. She like a deer in headlights. She like, that, that, that can't be my mama. So I'm like, what you mean? She like, what do you mean? That's she whispering. She like, what do you mean what I mean? So Mark laughing. She like, I'm finna kick you out and send you to your room. He like, what I do? She like, that can't, cause she would have used her key already. She would have used her key to come in. I'm like, you want me to go upstairs and look on the camera? She like, no, stay right here. I'm gonna go look. So she runs upstairs to go look on the camera. Now, at that moment, as we were standing there, me and Marky was standing there in the kitchen, I was like, what's up with my mom and my nana relationship? I always wondered, because when my mom used to know that my nana was coming to visit or come to town, she will always act nervous. She will always make sure everything is right in the house. One of us, like, if my nana did not want to sleep in the guest room or, down in the bed, anywhere, like, we had, like, a nice home, like, with multiple rooms, like, a guest room. No, if she wanted one of our rooms, we had to up the room. Had to up the room. And I used to ask my mom, a little bit of here and there during out the years, like, hey, have you ever got a whooping before? And you know what I'm saying? She said, no, I never got a whooping. But she like, it was one day, it was nighttime. And she like, I was on the back balcony and she smacked me real hard. She knocked the taste out my mouth. Now that story was deep. She told me about that. Now I knew about my mom's teenager life because she always kind of like filled me in, put me in on game when I used to come in the bathroom and wash her back and stuff like that. But I never knew the relationship of her and her mom, because every time my nana would come over, my mama would be like nervous. She would be like how I be when it come to her. Like I be nervous. Like my mom would not eat. She'd be up all night. Like she already hard asleep, but she'd be up all night. So I knew like they didn't really have a good relationship, and it was somewhere it had to be. She was getting abused at somewhere, but she never talked about it. Like she kept it G. She never talked about it. She never spilled the beans. She really like made my nana seem like she was top notch. But when it was time for my nana to come and visit up closer person, my mom disliked it. She hated it. So boom, my mama come downstairs like, that's your friend. I'm like, who, Mark friend? No, your friend. I'm like, my friend? She like, yes, your friend. Open the door. So she not telling me no name. And plus, and now she seemed confident, like, open the door. So I go open the door. Front door now open. It's Charzetta. So immediately I'm like, oh my God. So my mama is walking like towards the front door towards us. So she like, hey, how you doing? She like, hey. She like, come in. She like, why you didn't tell her to come in? So I'm looking like, you don't even know what's going on. How you don't know if I want to talk to her, through the door? So in my mind, that heated me. That upsetted me, because if that was the case, you could have answered the door. Like, you don't even know what's going on. So my mama unlocked the door and she walks in. She like, I want to know, was you busy? I'm like, yeah, I gotta wash the car. So Mark over there, he like, oops. So my mama like, oops, what? He like, oh, nothing, mom. He like, no, I'm looking for an apple. So I'm like, yeah, I gotta wash the cars. My mama like, she can come back there while you washing the cars and sit down. There's some chairs out there. So I'm like, no, I just want to get everything done. Then I got to get ready to shower, and then I got to go to martial arts. My mama like, you want to come? You could come if you wanted. Then I could probably take y'all out for pizza. What? So Mark like, can I be the third wheel? Can I come? She like, no, no, you cannot. But we'll bring you some pizza. So I'm like, but Ma, so you see Marky, he walking past, right? So he can sit in the living room. So as I'm talking, I can still see Marky at my peripheral. He looking out the living room window. He walked past and he bumps me, right? He looks out the living room window. He walks past and he bumped me as I'm talking to Charzetta. So I'm like, bro, he like, I'm like, what? So my mom like, Marky, go to I'm quite sure you got some homework or something to do. Something to do. Finish fixing your room up. Finish doing something. Go ahead. He like, no. He like, Rody Dody. He like, it's a red. It's a green. I'm like, Immediately, that's our code. So once he said that, it got my attention. So my mama like, I don't care if it's a red light, green light, blue light, red light, orange light. Get out of here, light. So Charzetta started laughing. I'm like, hold on, wait. I'm like, wait, I'll be right back. So my mama like, I'm going to take her home back here in the garage, and you just meet us in the garage. This is not your company. But you got to remember, my mama at the time was old enough to be my, you know what I'm saying, my sister. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, that's why I think she clinged to my friends all the time, because she was young too. You know what I'm saying? So boom, they goes out there. I'm like, what's up? He like, they go. I'm like, yeah. They left out the back door. He like, look at this. So we walking towards the living room. We open up the curtains. We see Greg Roosevelt. You know what I'm saying? Roosevelt friend. Jason, like Jason. Oh, what? So immediately I'm like, what what's like, what? Like, they in front of my crib, bro. They in front of the crib. So Marky like, what you want to do? I'm like, what you mean what I want to do? He like, we gonna go out here? I'm like, oh, I'm about to go out here. He like, what about Mom and Charzetta? I'm like, Mom gonna keep her company as long as she can. So he like, no, but what if she come in here looking for us? I'm like, all right, I know what to do. So I locked the back door. Why I did this, I don't know, but all her keys is in the house. So she can't even unlock that special lock outside where she only open for when it's the bouncers there and a security guard and stuff like that. She ain't even got that to go out the front. So I knew I had it sold. And she was never finna go out the garage way or walk, do that long walk. Nah, I got it in the bag. All right, so I locked the door and I put the center block down. So Marky looking like, it's no way she could, like, ain't no way, right? Even if she did have a keys, it still ain't no way to, like, move the center block. Somebody from the inside got to move it. So I'm like, hey, come on, let's go. So Marky like, wait. So Marky changed from out his gym shoes, and he put on some comfortable shoes. So I said, wait, let me change out my gym shoes, too. And I put on my Timberlands. I'm like, because if I gotta be on one, I'm going to be on one. So boom, I'm like, hold on, wait. So I blew my cord with Raymond. I'm like, hey, where you at? He like, I'm actually just rolling up on my porch. I'm like, you on your porch or your girlfriend porch? He like, I'm on my porch down the street. Like, why, what's up? I'm like, I need you to run down here fast. Put the blunt up and run down here fast. He like, you good? I'm like, just get down here. Boom. Right? We hang up from each other. So he like, we gonna wait for Raymond? No, we're not. No, we're not waiting for Raymond. We're going on here. We getting up out of here. We're going on here and we getting up out of here. So boom, I go on here. I go out the front door. As I go out the front door, you see Roosevelt just walking like kind of like back and forth. So I'm like, what's up? So they look. They're like, yo. They're like, what y'all's at? I'm like, she in the house. I'm like, what y'all need? So Greg like, hey, I need to talk to you. I'm like, why you ain't ring the bell? So Marky just sitting there. When I say Marky ain't say nothing, Nathan, he didn't say nothing. By the time we're talking, here come Raymond. He like, yo, I'm like, oh, he like, what's up, y'all? I said, hey, nah, don't speak to them. I'm like, come over here. I'm like, they're against me. Come over here. So he like, wait, what? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, so what's up? So Greg like, yo, I just want you to understand my sister really like you. I'm like, okay, she like me. I'm like, I like her too, but this got nothing to do with you. I'm like, we told you that already. I'm like, why you in front of my crib? Marky ain't said nothing. Raymond has said hi to him and everything. He ain't said nothing. So Roosevelt like, yeah, because I don't want to have no problems with you. You know what I'm saying? She like a little sister to me. Like a little sister. I'm like, okay. I'm like, so you came over here for what? You came over here with her? So Greg was like, we followed her. I'm like, without her, like, it ain't like you followed her in the car. She was on the bus. It ain't like you followed her on the bike. She was on the bus. It ain't like you followed. No, what you did was you tagged along the ride, but why she ain't say nothing is cool. So boom, Marky like, I just want to know, right, do anybody want to fight? So I turn around like, Like, he like, I just want to know, do anybody want to fight? So Greg like, if we got to. So I'm like, if we got to, it's whatever. I'm like, y'all want to do it right now? So Greg like, I don't want to fight you right now. I just want to make sure my sister good. I'm like, okay. I'm like, is you doing this to protect your sister, or you really just doing it because you mad because we can't be a thing? He like, I don't like you like that. I'm like, so you liked me some weeks ago, but you don't like me no more. He like, no, you get my sister. That's cool. Like, I want to be your friend. I'm like, I don't want to be your friend though. I'm like, so I'm finna tell you, you gotta move around. Like, go down the block or something if you want to wait for it. Like, go down the block, don't be in front of the crib. He like, what? I could, Joe, he like, this a free country. He like, this a free country. I'm like, what? He like, this a free country. I can stand wherever I want to stand. I said, okay, yeah, you're right. You can stand wherever you want to stand. I said, stand right there. So I'm like, hey, watch out. So I walk past, right? Like, so now, you know that gate that separates me and Miss Smith, right? So on the side is where we cut on like our stuff outside, like our sprinklers and stuff like that. So I cut it on. I cut the sprinklers on. I cut the thing, like I cut everything on. The water fountain that was out in the middle. I cut everything on. Everything was gonna be brushing it. Y'all finna get showered on. So boom, I cut it on. So he like, yo, why you cut the water on? I'm like, because we need to water the grass. I'm like, y'all can stand there as long as y'all want. I'm like, come on. So I'm like, Raymond, come inside. So boom, we all go back inside the house. So all you hear is boom, boom, like, like, how long you been boom? So I moved the cinder block and unlocked the door. My mama like, so, why you lock me in my house? I'm gonna ask you one time and it better make sense. Why? I'm like, Mom, I'm like, I know you mad. I'm like, I'm sorry. She like, if you don't wipe that smirk off your face, look at my wrist. Look at my wrist. It's red. I've been up here pounding and pounding and pounding. Boom, man, nobody, I'm like, yeah, I'm like, no, it was because people was outside. And okay, why you lock me? I'm like, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to lock you out. If you touch another lock, I promise you, we're gonna have, matter of fact, don't even touch the lock in your room. You got me feeling like you was being sneaky. I'm like, I wasn't. I'm like, her brother's name came up. Okay, so what? Why are you locking me out my own domain? This my domain. So I'm like, I'm sorry. You know what? You ain't got too many more sorries. You're about to run out of sorries. Now go out there with your company. Hey, Raymond. I'm like, can he come? No, he cannot come. He can go ahead and go home. I'm sorry, Raymond. It's fuel in this house. It's packed. He like, it's good. It's good. I'm like, hey, yo, bro, thanks. He like, yo, you want me to stay on the porch? I'm like, no. I'm like, just go ahead. So boom. He going ahead. He leaves out, right? So Marky like, I really want Roosevelt, right? Marky, I really want Roosevelt. So like, I could tell that he really want Roosevelt because I could see how the way his skin was boiling and how the way his face looked like a tomato. So I'm like, look, I got to get out here. I'm like, we're going to talk about that. We definitely going to get them. So he like, all right, cool. So boom, I goes in the garage. I'm like, what's up? She like, nothing. I'm like, why you here? She like, so I can't come over now? So you mad, so that mean I can't come over? I'm like, yeah, you could come over, but you know I was going to be busy today. So she got up out the chair. Now I'm getting all the stuff together, like, you know, the buckets and stuff, so I can get ready to wash the cars that's out there. It's only 2, so I got to wash the 2 cars. All the rest of them are parked out in the front. So I'm getting ready. So she like, you mad at me? I'm like, no, I'm not mad. She like, yes, you is. And I came way over here to apologize. I'm like, apologize about what? Like, it like she was so soft with it. Like, it was breaking. Like, it was kind of like that's my soft spot. Like a girl crying or just being soft like that. Like, okay, you know, like it can be vulnerable with me. I promise you, like that wins every time. It wins every time. If you be like standoffish or like try to withdraw, like don't want to tell me like, and I gotta figure it out, or you don't want to say nothing at all, like that turns me off. That moves me around immediately. So she was like, okay, you want me to be bold? I'm like, yeah, be bold. So so she like, he liked me. He been liking me for a long time. He used to buy me flowers. I always told him no, way before you even came in the picture. I'm like, okay. I'm like, I don't know if you don't like him. She like, I told him we could be friends. She said, I used to go to a few of his games. He used to come to some of my swimming things. That's it. She like, he don't even do that no more. I don't even go, especially like not now. I really like you. I'm like, okay. He was asking me, did I want to come to homecoming with him? And, you know, she just saying like all the different stuff, like what's been going on. That's why he been trying to sideline toward us. So she coming out. She coming out telling me the tea. She coming out fast and hot. She coming out fast and hot. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay. So I'm like, he still haven't gave up though. So that means he really like you. She like, but who I like? I'm like, I don't know. She like, you really don't know? I'm like, no. So then I cut the thing on. So I'm wet in the car. She like, cut this off. I'm like, I gotta get this done. She like, no, I can't whip it. I'm like, why you didn't tell me about your brother? She like, I don't know why they followed me. Something wrong with them. Did they ring the bell? And I'm like, yeah, but I'm like, my brother want to fight Roosevelt. She like, and another thing, like, even with Roosevelt, he had like a real big major crush on me just last year. So I'm like, my mouth, it just dropped on. So now, why that bored me? It bored me. It bored me because what? Huh? Roosevelt was really like, okay, so now Anthony just connecting the dots, right? Like, so I'm sitting up there, so she like, I don't like Jason. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, Jason felt like he wanted you okay too. He came over to my house, so now everybody's coming over everybody's house. She like, I don't know what's going on with them. That's my brother friends. I'm not talking to Jason. I'm not cool with Jason. I'm not talking to the other guy too. I'm not talking to nobody but you. I promise. So she like, look at me. I promise. I'm like, she's like, oh shit. I'm like, she's like, you are. I'm like, oh, first off, dang girl, what did you do? A head wrestling or something? Like. So I'm like, yeah, no. She like, give me a kiss. That's how I'm gonna know we all better. I'm like, you sit next to him though, and why would you tell me to take baking class to somebody that really like you? Why would you do that? She was like, I'm sorry. I'm like, yeah, me too. Like, I have feelings. I'm like, I have to worry about Jason. I gotta worry about this guy. And then no telling how other many guys. So she like, so you think I'm just out there? I'm like, oh, no, I'm saying, I just don't know. I just don't know. You know what I'm saying? So she like, wait, so you don't want to talk anymore? I'm like, I didn't say that. So she like, okay, so we're going to be mad or we're going to move forward? I'm like, but I still got to see. I'm like, you have a picture on the board at baking class of y'all face to face, press face to face. She like, it was just a picture. Yeah, to you, but to him, that was probably like the first couple pictures. Like for him, like you never know. So she like, so what you want me to do? I tried to swap seats. I'm like, yeah, once I get there, right? You want to swap seats once I get there because like, you don't want to make it funny because now I know who he is. She like, so we're going to be like that. But I saw you talking to Lisa. I'm like, yeah. She wants me to get back on the classes with the whole little play and stuff like that. And I told you that I told her no. See, that's the difference. I straight shut it down and I was walking off. You're not walking off. So I said, it's cool. Just maybe we could just be cool, and if it's meant, it'll happen. She like, so you breaking up with me? I'm like, I'm not breaking. She like, so what are you doing, Rashawn? I'm like, I'm not breaking up with you. I'm just saying, like, I'm not gonna get mad anymore. If guys like you or they want to approach you or they want to come up to you, they should be able to. So she like, so you don't care anymore? I'm like, I care, but I'm like, I know you're popular, and plus, I'm a dime a dozen. She like, why would you say that? So the door opened, and my mom like, I was just checking on y'all. Y'all thirsty? I want some chips. Don't forget, in a couple of hours, your daddy taking you out. I'm like, and look, we're gonna take you out for pizza. So I'm like, yeah, Charzetta might have to go home. She like, huh? I'm like, yeah, Charzetta, she might have to go home. So Charzetta like, I don't gotta go home. My mama like, wait, if you gotta go, we could drop you off. I'm like, No, I think her brothers and her friend and stuff is out there. My mama like, okay, that that ain't got nothing to do with me. She like, I could take her home. Or your mom can pick you up. She like, no, I'm going with y'all. So my mama like, so what are you talking about? Look, hurry up and wash the cars and hurry up and come on. So I'm like, okay. So she walks out. So I'm like, hey. She like, so you kicking me out your house? I'm like, I'm not kicking it. She like, are you kicking me out the house? I'm like, I'm not kicking you out the house. What is it? Somebody else? I'm like, it's not. I'm like, it's not nobody else. She like, but since you want to do that, don't think I'm crazy and I don't know who that girl is. I'm like, what girl? The girl that hit you in the back. I'm like, so who is she? Like, just know I know. I'm like, just tell me. She like, so you want me to go? So now she's jumping from convo to convo, like, and I'm trying to keep up. I'm like, look, you could come if you want to. It doesn't matter. I'm like, but you can wait in the living room. I'm finna just do the car. She like, no, I'm gonna wait right here. I'm like, but I'm gonna wet you. She like, well, wet me. It's cool. So her fan started going off. It was making a ringtone. Boom, she picks it up. And she like, yeah, no, I'm good. So I'm like, so I'm steady washing the car. So she like, no, just won't y'all leave? Just go home, Greg. You still out there. So at this point, I am heated. So I said, that's your brother? She like, yeah. I'm like, boom, I dropped the power, like the power wash thing. I dropped the thing, right? And I went out there, boom. I goes inside the house. My mama like, you done? My dad is in the living room, right, with my mom. My mom like, you done? I'm like, hold on. So I go front door now open. I didn't even stop the mark. You see them about to get ready to walk off. I'm like, hey, Greg, come here.